What's going on, guys? Philip here, also known as Hombre Felipe, and today we're gonna check out the April Fool's prank that occurred in Pokemon Go this year of 2022. So, if you log in during the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day, you will get a special research called April 2022. O being sort of a hint at something to do with Ditto, since when you capture a Pokemon that is actually a Ditto, you get the O text, and then it transforms back into a Ditto. And during this day there was a 3-hour event, and normally Ditto can transform into a few selected Pokemon, so not every Pokemon can be a Ditto, but it's usually around 10 of them. And during these 3 hours, those selected Pokemon changed a bit for this limited time. For instance, it could be Gastly, Dwebble, Natu, and a few others. And when you get this special research, Dr. Willow appears, but he doesn't say anything, it's just ... indicating that something is awry here. So I went ahead and finished the first step here. Apologize for not recording that one. And rewards you get are Stardust, some berries, and Ditto candy. Also discreetly indicating that it has something to do with Ditto. And here you can see the ... from Willow, so he doesn't say anything. Which is very mysterious, because Willow always loves to talk. And here we see what we need to finish step number 2 is to catch 10 Pokemon. Catch 3 of the transform Pokemon, which we pretty much already know is a Ditto, and transfer 10 Pokemon. And usually the chances for catching a Ditto aren't that high, but during the limited event during this day, the chances were a lot higher for the specific Pokemon that I mentioned earlier. So catching a Ditto isn't really that hard. I'd say it's harder catching regular Pokemon of those specific species than it is to catch a Ditto. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll see you at the next step. So here we are, we did it. We're gonna claim our rewards here, and as you can see we get an additional amount of Ditto candy here. And let's see what Willow has to say. ... Hombre Felipe, is it really you? Oh, thank goodness, I've had the most befuddling day. The Pokemon in the area were behaving strangely, so, as always, I turned to you to help me find out why. But to my confusion, you just stare at me blankly and bit straight into a Nana berry. The next thing I knew, you had transformed into a Ditto. Or perhaps I have that backwards. Whatever the case, it seems that all the oddly behaving Pokemon I've seen today were in fact Ditto in disguise. You noticed it too, did you? And you saw Ditto that had transformed to look like me? Incredible. As you've experienced, Ditto have a fascinating ability to reconstitute their entire cellular structure to transform into whatever they see. Do you think there's a chance that other trainers you've passed on the street were actually Ditto? I suppose there's no way to know for sure. So yeah, it turns out that the Willow we had been reporting to for the first and second step were actually a Ditto. But it was a pretty generous Ditto, I'd say, for giving us free stuff. Hopefully he didn't steal it from Willow, just giving it, but that's not our problem, is it, right? Yeah. So, we get some additional rewards here, more candy, and a Pokemon appears. Whoever could it be? It would be fun if this Ditto was still in the Willow form, and you caught Willow, and, and then it said, oh, it's a Ditto. But I guess that wouldn't make much sense, because why would you throw a Pokeball at Willow? But whatever. One thing I would like to try out, I never used a Ditto PvP or PvE, so I don't know what the transform actually does, but I'd like to try it sometime. Maybe even have a full-scale Ditto team, and actually beating someone. So yeah, that was the April Fool's joke in Pokemon Go for the year of 2022. I haven't played since 2016, so I don't know if they have done this previous years, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave any constructive criticism in the comments, since I just started trying out recording Pokemon Go gameplays. So I'm still figuring it out, but if you have tips, tricks, whatever, I'd happily receive them. But anyway, I wish you a fine as a day, and I will see you next time.